So this is Crew Adam from Blue Raider Muay Thai, and these are your first 3 bag drills. Work these bag drills over the summer. The more that you work them, the better. This is going to help you to be able to still have good, sharp skills when we come back for Muay Thai in the fall and start training and having regular classes again. And do them at least 2 to 3 times a week. I personally would say you could do them up to 5 to 6 times a week. 5 to 6 days a week is even better. The more you do these drills, the sharper you're going to get. These are really good drills that are going to sharpen your footwork. They're going to sharpen your technique all the way around, and it will show up when you start sparring in the fall. The first drill that you're going to want to work on is the front kick drill. You're going to stand with your hips square in front of your bag, and you want to try to find a good distance and stand your ground. Make sure that your toes are pointed out on both sides. You don't want to move in and out as you're working the bag. You want to kind of stay marching in the same spot. Counting with your feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to kick on 4 every time. Use all of your good points as you work the drill. You're going to get up really tall on the base leg, nice and straight. Get the knee up high, and then extend forward with your hips, thrusting forward to give power to your kick. Lead with the ball of your foot as you strike the bag. The same side arm comes out with the leg that's kicking, nice and straight, almost like you're trying to point your hand towards what would be the nose of your opponent. And the other side hand comes up to the side of your head with your elbow in close to protect your head. Again, you want to try to stay in the same spot, marching in the same spot. You control the bag. You don't want the bag to control you. Means that every kick is going to alternate from left to right. Start trying to find your rhythm as you go side to side. You want to start by trying to just kick the bag lightly, just to find your rhythm and kind of figure out the footwork. As you get comfortable with that, then you can start to kick a little bit harder. You always want to kick the bag as it's swinging towards you. You don't want to chase the bag as it's swinging away from you. You don't want to be chasing it with your kick. You want to be intercepting the bag as it swings back towards you every time. So if you have the luxury of having a partner to work with, one thing you can do is have your partner stand on the opposite side of the bag and just kind of hold it in place so it doesn't swing on you. And that gives you the opportunity to kind of learn the footwork and find the rhythm, kicking the bag without having to worry about the bag swinging all over the place and getting out of control. That's pretty much it. That's your front kick drill. Find the timing with the bag and take your time with it. You might have to start off a little slow at first. Don't worry about it not really coming together at first. It takes a while to get used to the footwork, to get used to the distance on the bag, to get used to finding your rhythm, and to get used to timing to intercept the bag at the right part of the swing every time you kick. So don't get frustrated with it. Just take your time with it and keep working on it. And the more you do it, of course, the better you'll get. So your round kick exercise on the bag is going to be very similar to the front kick. Use a 4 count for your footwork. So it's 1, 2, 3, kick, kick, 2, 3, kick, alternating from side to side. Make sure that you're using good technique with your kick. Step out with your toe pointed out on your base leg. Bring your kick up from the side, swing over, turn your hips over, and bring the kick horizontal across the plane so that the front of your shin is what actually meets the bag square on as it's coming across the horizontal plane. After you start to feel a little more comfortable with the footwork and with your kicking, then start trying to add the hands. The hands should go from side to side. You use center line. Just swivel your shoulders from side to side, and you're going to kind of control the bag with your hands That last reach, I reach with my hand and then I follow with my leg. This exercise, you have to be a little more concerned about separating your upper body from your lower body. Kind of feels like you're working against yourself with the mechanics when you're working your hands and your feet both. So get used to the kicking part of it first, and then start incorporating that side-to-side motion with your hands. This one, again, you want to focus primarily on technique, but the luxury of having the bag to do this exercise is that you can give it full power here. Don't worry so much about speed right now, just worry about good technique. And as the good technique gets more comfortable and cleaner, then you can start worrying a little more about power. And that's pretty much it for the round kick. Again, be patient with yourself and don't get frustrated. It takes time to catch the hang of it. On your knee drill, what you're going to do is take your forearms with your palms up. You don't want to use your hands or your wrists or your elbows. You want to use the center of your forearms like pincers on either side of the bag. Clench the bag between your forearms. You use your clenched forearms to move the bag around. That's how you control the bag. And then you want to move in closer to the bag with your forehead actually against the bag, your hips back into your marching stance again. So you're square with the bag, your hips are back and your feet are back. That means that you have space to throw a straight knee that comes in. It's getting up nice and tall on the toe, and then bring the knee straight in with the lower part of your leg as the tail out to the side, your toe pointed straight out behind you, and the knee comes nice and straight into the bag. At the end of the strike is where you're going to have the tendency to be the most sloppy. So be sure to continue to control the bag all the way through every motion. Don't lose control of the bag. Keep those pincers, your forearm pincers, nice and tight. Keep your forehead nice and tight against the bag. Push the weight away from you and keep it pushed away from you, and control the weight of the bag that way so that you always have a good target to come straight in with those knee strikes. I'm using the same footwork as the other two bag exercises where I'll march 1, 2, 3 and knee strike on 4. That's the goal. That's where you want to get with it. But if you're not able to do that at the beginning, don't worry about it. Again, just be patient with yourself. Give yourself time to find the rhythm. Work on good form on the bag and good form on the knee strike first. When you get comfortable with it, then you can start trying to worry about the rhythm and the timing and kneeing on 4. So you want to think about structure with these bag workouts. You don't want to make the rookie mistake of not using timed rounds. What I recommend for the beginning, as you just start to first learn these, is set yourself 2-minute rounds with 1-minute break in between. There's plenty of boxing timers that you can find in apps on your phone. There's no particular timer that I would recommend. Just find something that will give you a buzzer or a bell or some kind of notification so that you can set your rounds for how much time you want to work and how much time you want between each round. Now you could do 3 rounds of front kick, 3 rounds of round kick, 3 rounds of knees. You might want to break it up a little bit and do like 1 round of front kick, 1 round of round kick, 1 round of knees, and then keep rotating it like that so that you get 9 2-minute rounds. That's a good place to start. That's a good minimum workout. And then over time, you can expand that and make it more difficult for yourself as it gets easier for you. It's going to take probably a few months to really get the hang of it, to where you really feel comfortable and your technique is really good. So just take your time with it. Again, be patient with yourself with all of these. And the more days of the week that you do this bag drill workout, the better you're going to get, the easier everything's going to be. And over time, you will see the results of this. This is going to make you a lot better, a lot faster, and you'll notice it for sure in your training. Again, just stay with it, and the more you practice, the better you'll get.